Hello, ladies.
Not live yet. Live.
Hi, Jenna. Helen. Oh, no, Jenna, you're not well. Don't fall asleep yet, please. You're still awake then, Helen? Not got your blanket out yet? So let's talk ghosts then. Anybody had any experiences? I've got a couple from when I was really, really young. Hi, Wanda. I'm all right, thank you. How are you this morning? Oh, Jenna, lots of experiences. Haunted stuff or just freaky stuff?
Wanda.
I presume it's Wanda. Might be Scott. Hello, either or. Hi, Grace. How you doing? Hope you're well. Bank holiday tomorrow, mate. Jumped the gun a little bit. How are you anyway? In all seriousness, no morning sickness or anything like that? I must admit, girls, well nervous. I bet I'm shining. Oh, here we go, Jenna. Hybrid giant cat with red eyes and some evil thing in the cellar. No way. That's bad stuff. No. Did you move quick? Because I'd have had to. Frightened me. Yes, Wanda. I bet you did feel a bit rough, but you had a good time. That's the main thing. So, Jenna, these three things you had in your house, how did you know they were there? How did you find out? Especially the hybrid giant cat. Tell me more. Helen, I've tried to do gardening today, but my legs are still very sore from that workout. Whew. Oh, crikey, you stayed there till you were 13. Oh. I suppose at that age, you've got no choice but to stay because you have to do what your parents are doing. But God, were they not affected as well? That is scary if you're a kid. Scratching noises at night. I tell you, I lived in a house in Hadnam, Cambridgeshire. And I did know the history of the house after I'd moved in. And every night I had this stereo that came on full blast with Gabrielle, the Gabrielle singer, every single night around midnight. I even unplugged it and it still came on. It freaks my kids out, but it's truth. Scary. Oh, Grace, lovely. Brilliant news. Identical too, aren't they? Awesome. Friend told me that her little girl told her that she had spoke to an old man down in the cellar of their home. I guess there was no old man down there, really. Oh, gives you goosebumps, don't it, just thinking about it. When people say ghosts and spirits and things don't exist, I beg to differ. Emily saw Hilda's mum holding and rocking her baby when we shared a room walking towards us. The Grogs reckon she's seen her too. Yep. Oh. But at least, Grace, that's family. That has meaning. Did you hear that? That was Alan burping. Yeah, at least that's family. That has meaning. That's not as scary. I know when I was poor, probably 13, 14, I was a teenager. And at the end of our road, there was a really old 15th century cottage. You know, the little tiny, barely got any walls and it's all thatch roof. Well, they had two main buildings each end and a tiny little, well, I suppose it was like a prayer room in the middle. And you passed through the prayer room to get to either side. And I walked through to get from one side to the other. And there was a woman in there in a whole white, well, nowadays you'd say it was one of them really old-fashioned 90s and a white hat thing on. Oh, on her knees praying, scary as hell. Ooh. And I was a kid then, and I never went back. Ghosts exist. My auntie had a lavender ghost when she used to run. She opened doors and smelled of lavender. That's not too bad either. It's the scary ones that worry me. Oh my God. That means he came out quite often. You must just be susceptible to them, Jenna. Oh, no way. That one must just be awful. Got to get in on the game, ain't he? That's Alan. I think some people are just more open to the option. They don't get scared. Maybe, Jenna. I don't know if it's anything to do with your star signs or if it's just how you are. Lots of spooky things happen in our home. One time Leah's guitar was strummed on its own. Oh, yeah, I'd have legged it. I didn't know people did that still, with the sage. Yeah, that would be freaky. Oh, Grace. Ooh. Hi, Andy. I'm not drinking, Helen. I'm on pop. Just some Coke. Hi, David. Ah. Yeah, that's quite nice if it's something like that, Grace. If it's a birthday or something and you know someone who could play the piano, then yeah, that wouldn't be too bad. Worst things I can think of. I try my best, David. It's quite scary trying to fill all the gaps. Maybe if I had a glass of wine, eh? Not tonight. Yeah, the house we lived in Hadnam, I know that it was an elderly couple who lived in the house, and the lady had died in the front room, which is a very small front room. And then the gentleman, there was a break-in in the kitchen, and he got beaten up in the kitchen and taken to hospital. He later passed away in hospital. So we don't know. I presume the ghost was his wife. We didn't see anything, but it wasn't pleasant. I lived there on my own with the children, and my son's bedroom, which was the small room, was always freezing cold, which we just thought it was because it was the furthest away from where the boiler and everything was. I don't know. But that room wasn't nice. I'd wake up every morning and the son would have crept out of his room into ours. In the end, I just stopped putting him in there. We moved away shortly after, but yeah, that was not a nice house. I'd go out to work, come home, and the front door's wide open. I know I can be dizzy, but I'm not that dizzy. Hi, Melissa. Oh, and Dave. Hiya. Not at the pub. Cheers, Wanda. Let's have some more tales. I'm running out of things to say. Ooh, mouse mat's gone wonky. That's better. Sinners, Dave. Sinners. Not sinners. So anyone been to a medium and had readings? Andy, do you have a pet? Yeah, Zeus. It's crazy. Big American bulldog. Little Dave. No pub, only drink 5 days a week. So it's one of your days off. Oh, well done, Helen. I know you've been really tired with all your work. Good on you. At least you got next weekend off. Time for a rest. Maybe have a drink with us on Saturday. We did wonder. We did speak about it last night. Yeah, I would go on one, but I would be scared. I'd have to hold someone's hand. Yeah, it would be scary. But I would still have to do it, for the heart rate, I think. Thrill of it. Sundays and Tuesdays off. Been to a spiritualist. Should I get married? I was like, yeah, right. Yeah, exactly, Jenna. You don't know. It's amazing the things that they can get right. I went to, I think it's classed as a medium rather than a spiritualist. I had to give them something that was mine. I gave them a moodstone ring. And I just sat there, stumm, didn't say a word. I didn't even say hello so they'd get my accent or anything. I just went in, gave her the ring, sat down with a pen and a pad. And I wrote down about 15 things that she told me. I didn't say yes or no to anything she said. I just was like blank. And there was one thing that didn't fit out of those 15, which has since come to fruition. So, that was quite a few years ago now, though, but they were spot on. I would go to one again. I find them quite, I wouldn't say entertaining, but fascinating. I don't know, so I'd have a few drinks. I think I'd quite enjoy being scared, Wanda. I think it does you quite good to be scared of something. Get your heart going and, yeah, I think I'd enjoy it with no booze. Plus, I'd need a wee halfway around. You know what I'm like. He's on it again, look. Hi, Angie. 7 now. Oh, don't, Andy. Stuff like that. Ooh, I can't. Do you like scary films and that? I can't watch them. Things that could potentially be real, like zombies and stuff. We're just one bacteria away from that in my head. Scary. Oh, funny you say that. That medium lady said I was susceptible to that type of thing, but I just ignored her. It's not something I wanted to go down. That's the best thing to do, Jenna. If it's a hybrid giant cat, get the hell out of there. See, I've never watched Most Haunted because I don't know if it's true or if it's just a whole load of special effects for your benefit. Stuff like I'm a believer if I can see it. That type of thing. It's on telly. I don't know if it's real or not. Yeah, my words exactly, Jenna. See, yes, I think we do. Because how do we know? When you get that feeling someone's looking at you and the hairs on the back of your neck go up and you turn around and there's someone gawping at you from across the street or whatever, don't you? So I think, yeah, we do. Thanks for joining, Andy. See you later. Oh, I didn't know that, Wanda. So all these different places they go then, is it just sets at this castle? Surely not. Some of them look well dilapidated. You're sawdust because I can't cook pizza. Don't burn anything, me. I'm an awesome cook. Talk rubbish too. Yeah, you might be right, Wanda. Maybe some of it is true. I don't know. It just seems a bit. How long has them cameras got to be there before they catch something? They must have a time limit. I must be getting old. I don't know who Zach Beggins is. Oh, Ghost Adventures. That's the program. Ah. See you in a mo, Helen.
Zach's got biggins.
I had to read that first, David. I know what your sense of humour is like. To make sure it was clean. Lay down on the floor, was with one hell of a bang on the front door. The lights went off and on. Don't tell me it was a power cut. Oh, I see, Wanda. Yeah, they go all different places. Yeah. There must be in each one for quite a while, though. Yeah, David, he's in there adjudicating. Is that the word? Keeping an eye on me. Thanks, Sam. Impressive start. Keep going. Oh, it's hard going. Wow, since childhood. That's a lot. Whew. Long time. I suppose, like you say, it's something you get used to, but I don't know as you wouldn't choose it, would you? Yo, get out of my stream.
You didn't say it right.
Damn. I tried. Oh, I'll have nothing else written on there. So what's everybody been doing? Oh, heard crying in the bedroom. Yeah, I tell you, Wanda, I don't think I'd be able to stay there. I know it's your house and you've got used to it, but it freaks me out.
Ask them
Yeah.
if they believe in poltergeists and have they had any experiences.
No, that's scary stuff. Poltergeists, no. And you people think you're mad, yeah. I don't, David. I don't remember it. Strange but true. Ah, now that kind of thing I've experienced, walking up and down the stairs, or the creaking floorboards, when you're downstairs and you can hear it creaking. People will think you're nuts. Oh, it's just the house cooling down or whatever. Ooh. No. Oh, yeah, you mentioned this one last night. No, it's just not right. It would freak you out, wouldn't it? Oh, you do have a good point there, Angie. Yeah, we do some damage. Oh, little Dave, no way. I did that once as a kid. I crapped myself and I've never touched one since. And I don't know if it was someone joking or whatever, but no, never ever again. Scary as hell. It was the stereo that freaked me out the most, to be fair, when it wasn't even plugged in. Oh my God. Yeah, if you don't feel like you're being threatened, then I don't think it's a problem. And I know where we used to live, Swanington, didn't you say there was a soldier man?
Soldier?
Yeah, didn't you say it was a soldier who used to come to Swanington?
All right.
Oh, well, I thought it was, but I might be wrong. But if it's not going to hurt you, then it's not a problem. Yeah, that's what it is, isn't it? I don't know, Jenna, did they? I really don't know. Ooh, wonder. That'd do it. Oh. Tenuous, you're a nutter. Yesterday it was Captain Spock, no Dr. Spock. Pleased to meet you. Oh, no way. I wake up with the dog looking at me. That's bad enough. And he's real. Ooh. But when you think about it, the age of some of these houses and the history and everything that they've been through, it's no wonder you're going to have freaky stuff going on. But don't you find, Wanda, the longer you live with it, with different things happening and going on all around you and that, in the end, it doesn't really bother you. You're just like, oh, not again. You get used to it. Jenna. That would be quite good fun though, wouldn't it? Just to see the looks on people's faces. Yeah, you get used to it, Angie. David, I think everybody has had a go at some point on a Ouija board. And most people say, never again. You've never been had a go? Well, I'm not doing it with you. No. You have to find someone else. Yeah, I've never known anyone with such bad luck as you. Yeah, exactly, Wanda. Older the house, more history, more things have happened. You have one hell of a memory, Tenuous. Yeah, you can't blame that on people moving about. We said this last night, didn't we? You catch things out the corner of your eye. Sometimes that's more scary than actually seeing it and seeing what it is. Never slept in your own house because it's cold. If it's that cold, it'd be scary. I don't think I'd sleep there either. No. And that's some history, ain't it? 1800s. Ooh. Lots gone on there. You best get driving then. Jenna wants to go. I think, Angie, it's probably because you're so relaxed that it's the prime opportunity when your defenses are the lowest, aren't they? So you're chilled out and boom, that's when it's going to happen. Helen, cheeky Chinese. Well, that weren't a ghost, were it? Oh, we've seen your Caribbean, Jenna, on the Facebook group. That looked well nice. What did I have tonight? Stew and dumplings. Can tell the weather's getting cold. Go on, David. Thank you. Thumbs up, guys. It's hard work. Running out of things to say all the time. I must admit, it's easier when there's two people because you bounce off each other. When I stop speaking, he can take over and vice versa. On your own, it's a bit more waffling. Well, let me tell you, Angie, the master chef in there with his dumplings tonight. Out of a packet, put too much water in, had to add flour to thicken them up, ran out of flour, and then he added corn flour to get it to the right thickness. And do you know what?
Bread sauce mix.
Oh, and a bread sauce mix. Do you know what? They were awesome. Hi, Simo. Thanks for joining us. Occasionally, Simo, occasionally. Oh, beer and honey chicken. I'll have to keep my eye open for that one. Oh, wonder. And this is all in the same house. Woo. Oh, goat curry. We've had goat curry. Do you know what? I weren't impressed by it. It was just all bone and fat, oil, grease, rubbish. I don't feel so relaxed, Angie. You can tell because I keep twiddling my necklace. I'm trying to stop. Tenuous. After last night's drinks, I'm trying not to today. Go. Yeah, all my handiwork, David. Wait for a comment.
Didn't know what you said, I'll read it.
David's put bloody good background. And I said, it's all my handiwork. That's a lot going on in one house, then, Wanda, if that's fairly constant. I suppose, yeah. When you're really tired, or like you say, you haven't had any sleep, you're stressed. A lot of it could be put down to that, but I don't think all of it is. Sam, you know he's in the background. Oh, Simo, you go for it, mate. Enjoy. It's the weekend still. Oh, yeah, now we heard all about this McDonald's from Uber. How good was it? Was it worth the wait? David, I think you're right. Cool. That's not very nice, is it? And what's left is actually haunted. I suppose he's, oh, yeah, go for it, little Dave. We'll stick him in the background. Yeah, yeah. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah, yeah. Oh, now Grace said earlier they had their room saged. Wouldn't that be something that would perhaps help? I don't know who would do it, but it's kind of a specialist subject, ain't it? I don't know how to do it. I'll put it on for you at the end. Who's she going to call, Tenuous? Ghostbusters! 31 guineas to go. Oh my God. And you had a good smack at them yesterday. Whew. Thank you. I look forward to looking at them. Hell, am I that boring? I think you had everybody who was in chat last night on your calendar. Every single birthday all went on. It was awesome. Oh, Jen, Sage doesn't work. Oh, well, can't help you then. Oh, old folklore. I suppose someone's making a killing out of that, though. Pardon the pun. That's what happened at my old house. I'd go to work and come home, and the front door was open. I'd go to bed and lock the doors, and the back door would be open, even with it bolted across the bottom. Madness. Do my best, Angie. Can skim past them if you're not careful, though. I bet you'd notice it. That's a hint at an invite. Hi, Dan. Thanks for joining. Yes, you got that on the calendar, ain't you, Wanda? Yes, David. I'm going to try and mix it up, see what people want to talk about, and just change it. I don't know if it'll be each week or once a fortnight. It all depends what people's commitments are and who wants to do what. It's just something to do once the kids are gone bed or if you've got nothing else on. Oh, that's a nice way to get it across to a child rather than being scared. There's one for you, Wanda. Tenuous. That's why you changed your picture, ain't it? Oi, sod off. I can say that because he's in the other room. Sam, that one's for tomorrow. Did Leah answer you, Angie? Wanda answer you? Leah is a child, yeah, not sure of her age. Yes, Wanda. I wonder, Angie asked Leah, she's a child, yeah? How old? Well, this beer talk, I'm tempted to have one myself. Hey, oh, someone's been checking you out, Angie. Did you see that one from Sam? No answer.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Thought he fell asleep for a minute. Yeah, I think you guys are picking two more, Wanda, and we'll pick two more. Then we'll let everyone know if they want to get the same in, then they can. What? I don't even know what the offside rule is. I know it's something about the line. There you go, Angie. You going to get me a beer out?
No, I'm going to get me one.
Oh, you can get me one while you're there then.
I've got one. Oh, it's one over there.
I'll have that one. Hey, that one. And it was gone. Don't spit in it. Stop. Tramp. David Jones. Oh. Oh, Zeus wants to go out.
Yeah.
So how about this then? Oh. Tramp. Oh, wrong one. Hi, Dibble, Emmy, whichever you prefer. How you doing? Helen, surely not. It's cold though, I must admit. We've had the heating on today again. It's August, for Christ's sake. I have my dad's ashes upstairs, and this house has got no horrible vibes. No, we've never had any issues.
Apart from Zeus.
Yeah, apart from Zeus being a nutter. A glass would have been good. Sorry, a glass. Thank you. Yeah, but Wanda, 20% of your blood is currently alcohol after last night. You will feel cold. Oh, 106. What's that in hours? In centigrade. So I can pick which one I want. I'll call you Dibble because I can see it. Yeah, David, it was. That's freaky. That really is. Ooh. 41. Cheers, Simo. And that is awfully warm. Whew. We're sitting here with the heating on.
That's what's up, William.
What? Oh. You did have a pickled egg this morning. The dog.
Cool, man.
Obviously didn't agree with him. Oops. It's always colder on the seafront anyway, isn't it? You got all them heavy winds and that makes it freezing. But then again, when it's really hot, it's nice. Hi, Joan. Hope you're well. Hi, Ashley. Same. Hope you're well. Thanks for joining us. How you doing over there? You've missed all the ghosts. I think I've run out of ghost things to say. David, it could have been the fog rolling in with the ghosts in it. Boom. Oh, you can't turn on the heating? Oh. Well, I must admit, I didn't. Alan did. I put a jumper on. Sam, I make my own. Absolutely awesome. Glad to hear you're good, Joan. And then a packet of Rennies. That's all the vinegar. Now, we talk about all this spooky stuff, but I can't do scary films. I just can't do them. They frighten the life out of me. Crazy stuff, yes, but spooky, anything that has the potential to be real, no, can't do it. So I don't have a favourite one, sorry. What about you lot? Well, I don't know. Money was no object. I think I'd have a wolf. Oh, glad you're well. Where's your dad been then? Or should I not ask? The original Wicker Man, Saw, Hostel films, Halloween. Woo. Oh, Sixth Sense. Yes. But once you've seen it once, can't really watch it again, can you? A sexy man on a lead. There's not many of them around. Oh, Taylor. Hello, anyway. He can also explain the offside rule. No, Melissa, I don't mind being scared. I enjoy doing things that get the adrenaline going a bit, but scary films, no, they're just not for me. I'd rather watch a good comedy or even a tearjerker, anything. Oh, Dibble. You'd have a new computer. Be a top dog one, though, eh? We went to see the nun, literally bricked it. I couldn't even go. Tenuous. Angie, that was Angie. David, you won't be walking down the street with it for long. It'd eat one of your legs. Sam, I don't know how to do it.
Click on brands.
Yeah.
And look for the picture that says
Motorbikes.
Man cave. Yeah.
Watch this space. There you go. Just so that he don't moan. Oh, Black Panther. Yeah. I'd have to take the claws off, though. Or a male lion. See, I went to the cinema when I was younger, and I did a Fright Night. So you watched one film after the other all night long, all scary ones, and they were all that type of thing. But I couldn't do it now. As soon as I had the kids, I think it's because you have to get up in the middle of the night to sort them out, and that it just stunned me. Don't they all? He sat here for hours making that, David. Absolute hours. It lasts about 20 seconds. You'd have a sloth, but they don't do anything. I suppose it's no different to my tortoise.
Sloth.
Sloth. Yes, boss. I call it a sloth. It's a sloth. Poltergeist, the originals. Yeah, see, I can't. Ooh. Ain't that the one that were banned? Was it Poltergeist? One of them was, weren't it? When it came out. I can't remember which one. Where she spews all that green. Ugh, not pretty. The Entity. I've not even heard of it. Lemurs have diseases, you know. Get bit by that, you're at it.
Take his teeth out.
What, like I would the cat? I'd take his claws off. Oh, Helen, good night. Sleep well. Get busy tomorrow. Oh, it was The Exorcist that was banned. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, not Poltergeist. Oh, so The Entity's a true story. Ooh. Might have to try and watch it. Oh, a mile away. See, no, I think I'd have to move. I get scared too easy, or I'd have to go detour round if it were dark. Oh, so it's based on true life. Ooh. Might just have to try it though, just to see how scary it is. I'm gonna write it down. Oh, I see David and Angie both reckon that's an awesome film. I'll try it, just so I can say how bad it was or how far I got, even if I have to sit there with a cushion over my face. In what house? In the poltergeist one. What? Zeus will want to kill your lemur?
The ghost.
Oh, the ghost.
If it's hurting people.
Oh yeah, he would. Yeah, we wouldn't be able to watch it. Hi, David. Metcalf. Lord. Hi, Lone Star. Thanks for joining. 30 East Drive. So is that a film as well then, David? Because I've not heard of it. Yes, Dibble. See, bloods and guts and all that I can handle. But things that mess with your head, no. Spot on. Oh, yeah, the Enfield house. That's the one that you can go and stay in. Oh, not a chance. And you're probably right, Wanda. Take another one back with you. Creep show. Oof. No way. That is freaky. Surely not. Wouldn't it pop? Ah, now I wonder. When I were a kid, I must have been when it first came out. So I don't know how old I was. I can't remember what year it came out. But we watched it in our house, and I whinged and moaned and kept on at my mum and dad till they let me watch it. We stood in the queue to wait to go to the toilet at the end of the night so we can go to bed. I'm stood there, and my dad, of all the responsible people, sneaked up behind me and just went, oh, oh, in my ear roll. I literally screamed the house down. I wasn't allowed to watch anything scary anymore. I had to go to bed. But it was funny. Now, then, now. Ah, 30 East Drive is a film, but a proper place. And it's haunted. Oh, I might have to have a read about that then. No way, Angie. No, you're winding me up. How? You know what, David? I went and watched that the other week, American Werewolf in London, and it is now so dated. I couldn't believe I was scared of it when I was a kid. It's just so dated. But the music's good. Oh, me. I'm still gobsmacked about that fly. I'm going to have to try that, you know. Do you think I'll get done for it? Cruelty to animals. To see if it's true.
It's an insect.
Well, whether it's an insect or not, it's still cruel. But I'd like to try.
It's got more chance of living through that than me with my tennis racket.
Yeah, you and Zeus between you. Zap the buggers. So, you all ready for tomorrow's then? Football chat. Dibble. After last night, there's not many spirits left in our house. They don't last long. I wonder. Fly in the microwave video, think of the views. I don't think I'll be able to focus on it for long enough with the camera. Or see it through them little dots on the front of the microwave door. They'll probably get stricken off and all. Me too, Dibble. That is why he had to start an extra stream just for that. Do my head in. I can't stand it. And didn't used to mind, you know, many years ago. But Alan watches so much football that I just have to walk away now. So who else is having a beer then? And Jenna, are you still awake? Oh, fly and chips. Ooh, I'd rather have pie. Wouldn't fill you up, would it? Oh, he's still awake. Oh, Don Jen. What?
Fly egg.
Oh, a flied egg. Oh, no. It's going to get worse, ain't it? Yes, David, football is crap. Well, the women's teams aren't too bad, are they? Like you say. They don't fall over at the drop of a hat. Oh, Taylor. Oh, Jen, after eating, you fall asleep. You won't if you've had some of this. And you said the same, flied egg. See, Dibble, I wouldn't even know when the last FA Cup was that had Aston Villa in it. Boom.
It was just before the Battle of Hastings.
Oh, no. Oh, wonder. Do you know the kids had a hamster when they were little? Oh, David, blue bottle stew. Yeah, kids had a hamster when they were little, and 2 doors up there was a family there, and the husband was a Canadian chap. Nothing of it, got on really well with them. This hamster had been gone for about a week. I'd even been out and bought him another one and tried to pretend that it wasn't the one. And the next thing I hear, this chap at the end screaming, "There's a rat in the kitchen, there's a rat, a rat." He comes screaming out the house. His 2 daughters, who are the same age as my girls, went in and caught it, brought it back. It was our hamster. How the heck it had got 3 houses up the street, I don't know, and not died from cats and what have you. Unreal. Sam, can you hear that voice? It's not a ghost, it's him in the front room. David, I don't even think I ever watched the original Critters, so I really wouldn't know. Chicken stir fry, similar to Taylor's. Yeah, exactly, Sam. It was funny. I guess it loses a bit in the telling, but at the time it was hilarious. A big 6 foot summit bloke screaming, "There's a rat!" Hi, Brenda. How you doing? Has anybody heard anything from Phil after his challenge last night? If not, hopefully he's still okay. Not too poorly. I didn't. I just had to buy another cage, Brenda, and just say, oops, these things happen. It was my own fault because the one that got away, I'd let it in the garden, but I'd put it. These cages come with a cage on top and a plastic bottom. So I'd taken the cage bit from the top and I put it on the grass with the hamster in it and left it there. And it had dug a hole under the metal bit and out, gone. So, of course, quick, had to get another one. Uh, 20 years ago, Dibble watched that football.
Yeah, but that was recorded from 40 years previously.
Well, you can type it in then. I'm not saying it. Question, best scream queens. What? Brenda, what ghost stories have I missed? Whoops, wrong one. What ghost stories have I missed? Oh, there's quite a few. People still live in their houses with them. Whew. Two pet rats. How many did you end up in the end? 10?
No, we weren't at the same time.
Oh. David and Tenuous are on it.
What?
Jamie Lee Curtis is in Screen Queens.
I don't know what I mean by screen queens.
I guess it means films where women have to scream.
No.
What, you got pet rats or you've got ghosts? Spill, Brenda, spill. Angie, they'll know now if they've watched this. Oh dear. The things you do. I had to come clean, I'm afraid. What choice did I have? I had to go and buy another cage and everything. I couldn't put them together. That was a classic, though. David, that one I do remember. Oh, no, not a lover of rats myself. I suppose pet rats are a bit different because they're not the usual nasty brown looking ones, are they? They're cream with a little brown nose. That might be a bit easier.
The black one and the white one.
Oh, a black one. No, that's too much like. No, scary ones. Oh, we were saying about that earlier, Brenda. Ouija boards, no. Once and once only. Hi, Paul. Yes, of course you can. Welcome. Yes, exactly, Brenda. You have a go at it once for curiosity, and after that, no, me neither. Oi. Tortoise is very entertaining. It's good fun to sit and watch him trying to eat something. It's like watching a dinosaur. I find it fun. I've still got one. No, weren't it just the rats? I'm sure it was. Wonder if you did a Ouija board at your house, there'd be so many trying to get through. It'd be unreal. Yes, it's not rats that are the problem, it's us. We've made the problem. They're just taking advantage of it. If we were a bit cleaner, tidier, perhaps it wouldn't happen. Yes, they do. They really do. Oh, how do I do a split screen with Brenda? Hang on, Brenda. I don't know how to do it. Hi, Lois.
Stop your camera.
I don't know how.
Just tell them you're going to stop camera while you send the invite.
Right, just give me a minute. I'm going to send an invite out to Brenda, or Alan is.
The camera icon.
Remove.
Hang on. Just having a wee tell them as well.
Oh, give me 5 minutes, Brenda. The birds in Leicester look like dinosaurs. I don't think he means the feathered variety. I think that's everywhere, Sam. Ain't it a metre? You're never more than a metre from a rat? I don't know. I'm sure it's something like that. Wonder you're getting paranoid now. Oh, birds do originate from dinosaurs. Oh, never knew that. I suppose when you think about it. Ghost trains at the fairground. No, they weren't scary. Angie. Yeah, go on then. Get out of it. Sort it out.
Yeah, my pub.
Ah.
You still hear us? that who it is?
Yeah. Done.
Sent.
Be with you in a minute, Brenda. Hi, Bradley. How you doing? Talking of scary, who's the old guy? It's Alan when he's not had a shave. Whoa. Taylor, I'm sure I could have worked it out. It weren't that difficult.
Yeah, but you probably shut the screen down while you were doing it.
Yeah, that's why I didn't want to just mess with buttons and click everything. It should be with you now, Brenda.
Gone to her email.
It's gone to your emails. If we pick the right one. I think we did. Sam, oh yeah, here he is. Didn't stay long though, did he? Sorted it out and left. Oh, Angie, can't be that bad, surely. Do what, Dibble? You lost me there. Oh, David.
Not a dating site.
I'm just chuckling. He's smooth, ain't he? Oh, I see what you mean now, Dibble. I wasn't even going to read that out because I thought, I don't know what the heck he's talking about. Oh, Angie, don't that happen to all of us as we get older? You're not on your own. You just learn to hide it well. That's stuff to say. Boom. Shut down. Oh, look at that. He could have got me a drink while he was here. I'll get my own in a sec. Oh, look at that for a choice. 5 shows. Whew. Are you ready, Brenda? Yep. Brenda's coming in. There you go. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
Good.
I was just I've been dead busy this morning. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you, yeah.
On the computer. I had a something I wanted to share with you that happened to me. Oh gosh, in my early 20s, and it's way too long to type it all in.
Yeah.
It involved a backstory a bit. I've got. I always went to my Auntie Brenda's on a Sunday afternoon for my Sunday dinner, because her two kids used to come over and see my grandma.
Yeah.
They'd come to my house, and then we'd all go to my Auntie Brenda's house, and I would eat Sunday dinner with her. And for the longest time, my mum had a dressing table at the end of her bed, and she had what she called a policy box, which is where she kept all the insurance policies on us, my dad, etc., etc. And in it was this little white envelope, and it had all these lovely silky coloured ribbons. And I asked her, I said, "What are these, Mum?" And she said, "Oh, they're little Tommy's ribbons." And that's what I always got told, was these were little Tommy's ribbons.
Mm.
And okay, all right. Well, when I was old enough to understand, she told me that I had a little cousin that had passed away when he was about 20 months old. He had he got, I don't know, because I mean, you're talking like, I was born in 1958, and I'm assuming he was born in like 1960, something like that. So I don't remember him. But he had a bowel blockage, and he had been operated on to get rid of the blockage. Now, it could have been cancer of the bowel, it could have been anything, but this particular time, he'd gone to a doctor's office to be evaluated, whatever. And while he was at the hospital where the doctor was, he had vomited and choked on his own vomit and had consequently died. Well, my Auntie Brenda had just had a baby not 5 days before, and she wasn't interested in my cousin Mark after that, because all she wanted was a little Tommy, little Tommy. She just wanted little Tommy, little Tommy, little Tommy. So I don't remember this going on. Now, fast forward about, say, 22, 23 years. Do you remember? Well, I don't know, but it was a craze when I was in my 20s. We all went to fortune tellers and psychic readers.
Yeah.
And we all had to have our fortunes told and things like that. And there used to be this, I guess what you would call them, sensitive type person.
Yeah, medium.
Yeah. And my friend Janet and I were going to go there. Well, she went there and was supposed to wait for me to go there, because we always went to choose, because we always wanted to remember what each one had been told, so that we could say, "Oh, and don't forget about, she told you about this, and don't forget she told you about that." Well, when I had to work late, and when I showed up, Jan had already been and gone. And the woman said to me, "Well, come on in." She said, my little girl's on the couch. She's sick right now. We think she's got measles, but I'll put you in the front room and we'll do a reading." And I said, "Okay, all right, whatever." And she kept looking at me funny. And I thought, oh, is she odd? You know. And she had me cut tarot cards. And she looked at them, and she looked at me, and she kept giving me strange looks. And I thought, oh God, what's she going to tell me? I'm going to die, and or something like that. And she said, well, I'm looking at your cards. And she said, well, I'm going to tell you now, you're going to have a good life. She said, and you might not get everything brand new. She said, but everything you need in life will come to you. She said, it may be used or secondhand. She said, but you will get everything you ever want in life. And I said, okay, well, that's okay. At least I'm not going to, get it by a bus when I leave the house. And then she kept saying to me, you've got a lot of men around you. a lot of men, a lot of men. And I said, well, yeah. I said, my dad comes from, like 8 brothers and 2 sisters, said, and several of them have passed away. And she rattled off all these names, and I thought, oh God, oh yeah, there was, my uncle so and so, and there was my uncle so and so, and my uncle so and so. And I said, well, and she said, no, hold on. She said, wait. She said, there's a young man, and his name is Thomas, and he knows you. And I'm like, I don't know anybody called Thomas. Not a young man. I don't know anybody called. I said, my dad's name is Thomas, but I don't know anybody called Thomas. And she said, okay, all right, whatever. And then she gestured this, like this big, powerful to her face. You know what I mean? Like something had hit her in the nose.
Oh yeah.
And I said to her, she said, do you know anybody that has had something traumatic happen to them? And I said, well, I had a friend die in a car crash a while ago. And she said, no. But she said, he's looking at you and he's grinning. And about the time she said that to me, I thought, oh, I know who that is. And I said, is it Steph? And she said, yeah, it is. And I said to her, and she said, he wants you to never forget him. I said, I never will. I'll never forget him because I loved him. I didn't love him. I used to be a barmaid in a pub, and all these young kids used to come in and be saved. And there was a group of kids that used to come in, and I loved them because they always looked after each other. And Steph came into the pub one night, and he grinned at me, and his 2 front teeth were missing. And I said to him, who do I have to go to beat up? Take care of that. And he said, some little old man off Wavertree Road. He said, he pulled out in front of me, and I went over the hood of his car, and my crash helmet caught on his car, and it knocked my 2 front teeth out. And I said, oh my God, Steph, you could have been killed. And he said, nah, I wasn't, but I'm all right. Well, he had the 2 teeth fixed, and whatever. But then one night, I had finished up in the pub, and I didn't want to go out clubbing. I just wanted to go home. And I went home, and the next morning I got a phone call from the owner of the pub. And she said to me, Brenda, you're not going to believe this. She said, but Steph was killed last night. And I said, how? How was he killed? And she said, well, they left here. She said, and they were on the way to the cavern. They were going to spend, have a night at the cavern. And if you don't know Liverpool, it's got this great big wide road, and I think it's blocked off now. In front of the British Home Stores, all the buses stop there, or they used to. And him and his friends were paying, I want to say like cops and robbers, but it was probably something stupid. And he was running across the road, and he slipped and he fell, and a bus ran over him.
Oh.
So I was devastated. I was absolutely devastated by it because he was such a lovely kid, he was such a lovely kid. So and she said, well, and I didn't give her too many details, but she said, yeah, it's him. She said, because he's, she told me, she described him, and I said, yeah, that's him.
Yeah.
And then she said, I'm sorry. She said, but this young man is very insistent that he knows you, and it's Thomas. And I said, I don't know any young men that have passed away called Thomas. I just don't know anybody. And she said, I want you to think back. She said, because he's telling me he wasn't always tall. And the penny, and like goosebumps, step up, just run up your spine.
Yeah.
And I said to him, oh my God. I said, is it little Tommy? And she said, that's him. She said, but in the afterlife, she said, he's grown up and he's a young man. And I said, is that possible? She said, anything's possible. We don't know. And I thought, oh my God. Well, I went on my way, and, whatever. And I left the house and I went home and I thought about it and thought about it and thought about it. And the next day when I got home from work, my mum and dad showed up at my flat front door. And I let them in, and my mum plunks a kettle down in front of me, an electric kettle. And I said, "What's that?" And she said, "Well, I know you wanted an electric kettle." She said, "And I just bought myself a new one." So she said, "I thought you'd like my old one." And I thought, ding, 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 ding. I want it. I got it. It's used.
Yeah. All clicks.
Yeah. And then later on, and this is probably the funniest thing about it, about her telling me that, was I was on the bus going to work and I was thinking about what she said and I thought to myself, Jesus Christ, I'm getting married in a few months. And even he's been divorced.
What a thought. But yeah. Yeah.
And to be honest, everything, aside from, the new things that you buy yourself, I didn't buy my first new car till 10 years ago. Brand
Yeah.
new off the showroom floor. Everything we've always had has been secondhand or used in some way.
Yeah.
And I thought the irony of it, that she told me that, God, let's see, oh, shit, 30, 40 odd years ago. And now, it's all here. It's just happening.
But don't you
And
find though, our generation, everything we have, 90% of it is secondhand or used. So they could have just guessed that one.
well, it probably could, but the fact of the matter is, I was told that, and it's just the irony of it. I'm leaving my bedroom because apparently I don't have a private spot in my house. Everybody wants to be in my shit all the time. It drives me fucking crackers.
No peace.
Yeah, so I'll just come and sit where I normally sit at the kitchen table. I just wanted to tell you that because I thought, well, that's too much for me to write in.
Hi, Gary.
To write down and what have you.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Way too.
It is quite freaky, isn't it? The stuff that they can get right.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm really good about not giving hints because I know that they can say, "Oh, do you know somebody called maybe beginning with the letter J?" And you go, "Yeah."
Yeah, there's a hell of a lot of people. Yeah, could be anybody.
Yeah, could be anybody.
Yeah.
Well, the letter J is very apparent over you. Well, okay, all right, whatever. But I just wanted to tell you that. And that thing about the Ouija board, that was odd as hell. I hate Ouija boards. I just think portal for something.
Yeah, not for me.
That happened when I went round to my friend's house. Her and a couple of their friends were messing with a Ouija board, and I wasn't even going to mess with it. And it was basically rubbish that it was telling. Then I walk in the room, and they said, "Have you got a message for anybody?" And it spelt my name out. I'm not even playing on the bloody thing.
I knew you were there though.
Yeah. And they said, "Who is it?" And it said, "Dave." Well, the only Dave I knew was Mr. Hilton that lived next door to us that had, passed away from cancer. And I loved him. I loved him. I just thought he was the nicest person, very, very kind. And the only message I got was go home. Well, I don't know what that meant. I didn't know whether it meant leave right now because something bad's going to happen, or go home to where I used to live, or go home to where my mum. So, and that was before cell phones were so you had to use a landline to call home. And I called my mother and I said, "Is everything all right?" I said, "Yeah, it's okay. Why?" And I told her, I said, "Well, friends of mine were messing with a spirit board thing, and Dave Hilton came in and told me to go home." And she said, "Well, that's odd." I said, it is odd. I said, but what home does he mean? Because we don't live in Croxteth anymore. You live in Skem and I live off Langdale Road, off Wavertree Road in Liverpool. So which home is he telling me to go home to? So, but anyway, and aside from, oh, and another spooky thing happened. And this is something that I was going to tell you about too. My dad passed away in, did my dad die in 2014? Yeah, he did. He died in 2014. And the kids were little. And we went up and spent Christmas there with my mum. Now, a few odd things happened while we were there. But one of them was Christmas morning came. And I don't know about when you were little, but when I was little, as soon as I opened my eyes on Christmas morning, Christmas was there. Even if it was 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. All of that's about sleep.
Yeah. Well, this particular time, I think Christmas came around 5 o'clock in the morning and the kids got up. So I'm photographing well, actually I was filming with my cell phone. And the kids were unwrapping papers and God knows what, and there were rattling going on. And my mum was really, really enjoying seeing the children scream with delight. Oh, I got a Barbie, and oh, I got this, and all that. And Santa ate the cookies, and look, he left us a note, and he said thank you for the cookies and things like that. So my mum was highly delighted. Anyway, when I watched the movie, and I wish I had it to show you, but I don't. When I looked at the movie, I was like, what the hell's that? There was, and I don't mean hundreds, I mean, but lots and lots and lots of orbs flying around the room.
Ooh.
And I showed it to my brother-in-law, and he said, what the hell's that? I said, I don't know. I said, but they're all flashing around the room, and there's lots of them. I showed him my nephew. Well, that's odd, Auntie Brenda. And I said, I know. Showed it to my sister, and she said, I wonder if it's my dad. I said, I don't know.
No.
But because I was curious, very curious, a couple of nights later, I got up in the middle of the bloody night in the dark, and I filmed the whole house with my cell phone, walked completely around the house. Everywhere that we went, when we were unwrapping presents, I sat in the same chair. I pointed my cell phone to the same direction, scanned the room, and then, I said a few nice, because I mean, my mum always said it wasn't the dead. It's not the dead you fear, it's the living. And I knew that if my dad was with my mother, and I'm sure he probably was, it was with love. It was never with malice, because he wasn't that kind of a man. He was a very kind man, and he just was a really, really, really super dad, and the best dad anybody could have, without any doubt, because I don't remember him ever being mean to me, or he was just a great dad. He was really kind and loving. And I looked at the movie that I'd taken, the film, the one that I had taken a few days later, and it was completely clear. I thought, well, maybe it was just like an excessive amount of dust particles, but it wasn't. It wasn't dust. It was light. It was orbs, and they were shooting everywhere. And I just never really understood. Well, I hoped that it was him, and he.
Yeah, of course you would. Yeah, you would.
I hope that it was. But those are my spooky stories that I can think of right now. But if I'd have tried to write all that down, it would have been an essay, and
you'd have never got it on a message.
Never got it on a stream, and
no.
I just wanted to share with you.
No, well, thank you for coming in, Brenda. It's enlightening how other people, deal with it and other things that they've been through. Brilliant.
Yeah. I mean, I've had no lumps and bumps and in the middle of the night. I mean, I'm an old fat girl that that if there's ever a zombie apocalypse or something like that, they're going to eat me first. You all are all okay.
Nah, I'll get eaten and all.
They're gonna get me. They're gonna take me. When I look at that, it looks like I've got Mickey Mouse ears, don't I? When I go do that.
I can't see him. You're all right.
These things behind my head. I can't. Oh, maybe see when.
Oh, yeah.
My head.
Yeah, I can see him now.
Well,
but no, that's brilliant, Brenda. I'm going to go back to the stream now. So thanks ever so much for coming on and telling us your tales. Brilliant. Thank you. See you later. Oh, I can hear myself on his phone in there. It's amazing how people have got different experiences, ain't it? Oh, and how you interpret them as well. Time for a beer? No, I'm not doing any shots. Did enough of them yesterday. Come on, give me a minute. Oh, who's leaving? Sam? Oh, that was for Brenda. No, Gary. Can't do shots. Yeah, Joan, I think so. It's interesting listening to other people's experiences. I'm just fascinated by it. Oh, here we are. It's another one from Wanda. Ooh, no, that's freaky. No, David, this is ladies' night. I'm not being bad. A couple of beers, that'll do me. Go for your shot, Gary. Enjoy it. Angie, thanks for coming in. It's been great. Cheers. The birds come first. Your feathered friends. See you later. Let me holler through there. Ow!
What?
Answer Sam. What video you got tomorrow?
I'm doing it now.
Oh, he's on it. He's on it. Might get him in here in a bit. I've overrun my ladies' night timing.
Finish your stream when you want it out.
Oh, Ashley, it seems crazy, I'm sitting here thinking, oh, it's 10:15. And you're saying you've been out for ice cream. I forget, the time difference. Amazing. Well, at least you've had a good night or afternoon. There you go. You'll have to join him in there then, Sam. Titanius, I don't think to ask questions like that. Oi! Oh, you can't have a roast beef dinner with no Yorkie puds. Oh, that's like stew with no dumplings. Fatal. You can answer that one for Sam. 30 plus Audi beers for 35 quid. Audi beers ain't bad, are they, Simo? They're really not. And their ciders, I mean, I know you don't drink cider, but they do like a mixed berry cider. It's the best one. It really is like Vimto. Yes, David, it was. Tramp. And that's in the other room. Oh, chocolate chip cookie dough. Yes, Sam, I was so nervous before I came on, but it's really helped with all you guys in here commenting a lot and keeping the ball rolling because I've run out of things to say. I'm not a talkhead like he is. He could talk for Britain. I find I run out of stuff and just, what next? And then because you don't know what to say, your brain's just got a mush. Yeah, thanks, Sam. Oh, thanks, Wanda. Hope you'll join us next week then. Have a good night. Hope you feel better tomorrow. Oh, David. Oh. Do you know what, Sam? I didn't think I would be able to, but I feel all right now. But I must admit, all afternoon I was like, but no, we did it. Cheers, Bradley. I'm going to shoot off myself at past. But thanks everybody for coming in. It's been entertaining. Jonah might have to drink a few more then. And maybe next week I'll have a wine. Oh, wine will get me going. Well, Brenda, it was shit or bust, weren't it? I thought I'd just do one and see how it goes. But I'm pleased with how it's gone. We've had lots of people in. It's been great entertainment. Yeah, we'll do it again next week. Awesome. Oh, 22, Ashley. Do you know what? It's been freezing here. David. Thanks. Well, it had to be done, really, though, Brenda. You know, it's something else to do, isn't it? You sit there and you think, oh, especially being a single parent in the past, I know what it's like. You get to the end of the day, kids have gone to bed. Do you put your feet up and watch the telly? Same old garbage, or tune in? So I thought, you know what, just hour and a half, 2 hours, it's enough, and something else to do. Paul, come on. Yeah, Brenda, it went from 34 within a matter of a day down to teens, mid-teens, and really high winds. The high winds have gone and it's gone down to low teens now, 11, 12, garbage. I've had a week off this week and all. It's been absolutely shit. Pardon me French, but it's been rubbish. Taylor, you throw down the gauntlet. Beers and dancing ladies. No, that's not happening. It's a glass table. I'll go straight through it. Oh, Simo, the weather ain't lovely. It's cold. Yes, I'll be here next week. It's gone well. I'm pleased with it. And I've had lots of people in chatting. It's been good fun. So yeah, I'll be here. 8:30 again, though. I can't do too early. I've got stuff to do. Oh, there you are, look. The pressure is on. No way, Taylor. You hear me huffing and puffing going up the hills. That ain't happening. Joan, the weatherman has said that next week and the week after, the weather's meant to get good for another couple of weeks, and then boom, done. Rubbish. So we'll see. But the torch is coming in every night now because it's too cold. Brenda, send me a text next time so I know it's coming. Yeah, me neither, Joan. I don't like to be cold. Oh. Oh, I see, David. Yeah. Oh, well, when I go out next time, I'll record it, but there'll be no speaking. It will just be me cycling along. Yeah, heavy breathing when I go up the hills. Is it fall? Fall's autumn, isn't it? No, it's not autumn yet. It's late summer, but it's quite chilly. It's colder than average, apparently. Oh, Taylor. Grow a beard and drink out of a skull. Turn into Fred Flintstone. Oh, now he's had it. He's got to, hasn't he? He's got to perform. 2 to 3 seasons, summer, autumn and spring. Don't really get a winter then. Sam, you know that's not going to happen. He's scared of them. That and spiders. I should have had spiders on the background, shouldn't I? He wouldn't have tuned in then. He'd have been scared. Yeah, that would be good. You'd have to have it backward though, so when it comes on there, it's the right way. But Brenda, I know people don't really like winter. Oh, wrong one. Oh, it's gone again. That one. People don't really like winter, but when it has been cold and horrible, it's so nice then when the sun finally comes out. You think, oh, yes, summer's coming. It's a reprieve. The spiders will burn. No, Tenuous, they don't. I still can't walk today. One kettlebell session and I'm done for. Thank you very much. See you again. There must be some crap on tonight then, David. What, you need the winter to kill all the bugs then, Brenda? Ooh. He might, Sam, but I can drink mine while I'm watching the telly and chilling out. Right, I'm going in about 3 minutes, so say your goodbyes, guys. Thanks ever so much for joining me. Dibble, there's no need to go out when you got us at the end of the YouTube, eh? David, if you believe TG's going to the gym, they've changed how they spell pub. Thanks, Taylor. It's been fun. Oh, and Brad. Thank you. The landlord's better in the man cave. Don't worry, he'll be here tomorrow. Right, I'm going to holler now because I don't know how to turn it off. Yo! Come and turn it off.
Click end screen at the top right hand.
End broadcast?
Yeah.
Ah, got it. David, thank you very much. Try to be entertaining, eh? And Sam, thank you. Right, I'm going to end it now, guys. Thanks, everybody. I'll see you soon. Joan, keep safe. See you tomorrow. Bradley, bye.